In this video tutorial, I am going to explain to you how negative reciprocals work. Okay, so this is, question number 4, okay, taken from a White Rose Maths worksheet, looking at perpendicular lines. Okay, now the key here, guys, is that when I have two perpendicular lines, they meet at right angles, okay, number 1. And the second key fact is that the gradients must multiply to make -1 or -1. So the key here is that, sorry guys, that both gradients here are negative reciprocals of one another. Okay, so let's say I've got the number n. Okay, that will obviously go to -1 over n. So reciprocal makes it 1 over. Obviously change it to a minus. Okay, if it's a minus, it becomes a plus. If it's a plus, it becomes a minus. Okay, so part A, something times 6 is -1. Well, hopefully you can see that'll be minus a sixth. Okay, because minus a sixth times by 6, I get -6/6, which simplifies to -1. Okay, and I got that by just dividing both sides of my equation by 6. Okay, so the opposite of times by 6 here, divide by 6. So do it on both sides. So the blank, okay, or you can call it x, okay, would be equal to -1 divided by 6, or -1 over 6. Okay, and if you're unsure yet, check it on your calculator. Okay, any number, if you multiply it by its negative reciprocal, it will always give you the number -1. Okay, apart from 0. Okay, because 0 hasn't got a reciprocal. Okay, and I can't get around it by writing here 0 over 1. Okay, because 1 divided by 0, it's not actually, it's what we call indeterminate. Okay. Part B, 3 times what is -1? Well, 3 times minus a third is -1. Okay, so it's -1 over the number. Part C, -2 times what is -1? Well, that'll be a half, is -1 over that number. So it becomes minus a half, which becomes a plus a half. Minus a seventh times 7 makes -1. Part E, 2/3 times what is -1? Well, that'll be -3/2. Okay, so you flip the fraction, so turn it upside down and negate it. Part F, -1 equals 5/7 times -7/5. And again, if you're unsure, guys, pause it. Okay, and obviously double check my answers. Okay, so when you multiply, fraction game, so multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. Part G, -1 equals -9 times 1/9. Okay, -9, lots of 1/9 is -1 or -1. Okay, this one here is a bit more trickier because, obviously in decimal form. -0.5 times what is -1? Well, it's actually times it by 2. And that's because this as a fraction is -1/2, okay, or -5/10, which is equal to -1/2. Okay, so again, if I negate here and I do the reciprocal, I get 2 over 1, obviously a plus, which is equal to 2. Okay, so that's where the 2 comes from. Okay, part I, something times a quarter is -1. Well, that'll be -4 or -4. Okay, again, if you're unsure, divide it by 0.25 on both sides. When you do that, you will get -1 divided by 0.25, which gives you -4. Okay, part J is a bit more trickier. So something times -5/8 is -1. Okay, 0.625. It's minus 5/8. So that'll be 8/5. Okay, what about K, guys? Minus alpha times what is -1? That'll be 1 over alpha. Okay. And then L, 3b over 5 times what is -1? Okay, do the reciprocal and negate it. So that'll be minus, 5 over 3b. Okay. So do the negative reciprocal of the fraction. So remember, if it's a fraction like a over b, okay, the negative reciprocal makes it -b over a, And then if it's a number, let's call it n, then we go to minus 1 over n, okay? Obviously, yeah, if we're looking at normal reciprocal, then it's just 1 over that number, yeah, without the sign change. But when we're looking at perpendicular lines, okay, so two straight lines here that are perpendicular, that meet at a right angle, the gradients, okay, are the negative reciprocals of one another, okay? I.e., they must multiply to make minus 1, okay? So I flip it, and then I change the sign. So if it's positive, it goes to negative. If it's negative, it goes to positive. Yeah, so I flip it, and then I negate it. Obviously, 2 minuses make a plus, okay? Yeah, and vice versa, okay? But yeah, that is going over, yeah, perpendicular like gradients of lines, okay, by doing the negative reciprocal of one another, okay? Thanks for watching.